What is up, YouTube? Velstra back here again with some more Summoners War. Now, today we're just going to talk about a few things in terms of being free to play players. So, what I mean glory points, guild points, crystals, scrolls, that kind of stuff. Now, what? How did Thrin get right here? I'm not even sure. Why are you trying to escape? I need you for TOA hard. But yes, back to where we're. In terms of crystals, we're going to talk about first. Free to play players, you have to maximize the use of your crystals. What I mean by this, when I just started, I was all about the premium packs. I just hoard 750, buy a premium pack, and summon. Now, after a while, I realized that this is very inefficient because the chances of you getting that nat 5 or that great nat 4 is pretty low, and there are better things you could do with it, like refilling your energy. Because I mean, when you look at it, monsters are good, yes, but if you don't have the runes, then your monsters are useless. So what I've been doing since I've been talking to some guardian level players like Childish, for Hypnotic Nick, Bad Hands, not really Guardian, but he's a pretty good player, and I do look up to him. He has a YouTube channel as well. Links will be in the description below. Like, I've been on Barion's stream, and I realize any question that anybody asks Barion on his stream, he tells them one thing: farm better runes. So instead of buying premium packs and hoping for monsters, what I've switched to is refilling energy. I don't buy scrolls, and I tested this out last month. I got in 1 month, that's from the first day of the month to the 24th, when you get the light and dark scroll. Because if you look right here, you see it's 24 days. So on the 24th, I had in excess of 30 mystical scrolls, and that's from shop, random drops in dragons B10, giants B10, as well as TOA. So I don't recommend spending crystals on scrolls any at all. Now, in terms of your ways to get your crystals, you have daily quests, which is 10 crystals a day. You have your rivals, which is 20 crystals a day, as well as 30 glory points. From TOA, you get in excess of 400, because stage 40 gives you 100, stage 80 gives you 300, and every 5 stages you get crystals. So getting crystals as a free to play player is not hard, as well as events. Comtos always has a bunch of events that give away crystals. Like the dice rolling event that's going on now, you get 200 crystals for reaching the fifth marker. So there is really no hard way to get crystals, but you just need to play the game, and the game itself will give you the crystals. Now, in terms of world boss, you do get crystals from that, but to get any significant amount of crystals, you have to be hitting those upper echelons of the world boss. Because I mean, when you look at it, I finished Master 3, I get 150 crystals, and that's you have to do 6 million damage and be in the top 10%. Not everybody can do that, so that's it's not really that big a deal. Now, in terms of glory points, you just do your arena, do your rival. The rivals is 30 glory points a day, and that pretty much gives you 210 glory points a week. So, other than that, you can just go into the arena, and even if it's just to go in and quit, you get 1 glory point. So until you reach a level where you can actually fight, it just makes sense you use your wings. It doesn't make sense to sit down and you have your wings there and not using them. Because when you look at it, if you go into the shop, you have all of these to spend your glory points. Now, my recommendation is Devilmon every week, priority, Sanctum of Energy, Mysterious Plant, and then the towers. I maxed my speed tower last week. Now I'm going for HP. Then I'll go for defense. Then I will either go for attack or crit damage, one out of the two. But yeah, that's how I recommend you spend your glory points. Now, in terms of guild points, what you should be buying with your guild points is your 4-star rainbow mon every week. And then, in my opinion, until you have all 3 ifrits, you spend them on your ifrits. Then once you get your ifrits, you then go to the guild war flags, and the guild war flags will then help you to push further in your guild wars. And after you get all your flags max, you can then start on your legendary pieces, your summoning stones, that kind of stuff. And I just think that in terms of being free to play players, you always look in the top 100 and you're like, oh, if I had this monster, if I had that monster, if I was like Goku. It doesn't make sense to compare yourself to players like Goku, Baryon, and all those guys in the top 100 because they have it so they can spend the money on the game, and without them we wouldn't be able to play the game because they fund the game. Their money is what lets us free to play players play the game for free. So don't look on them and like, yeah, if they weren't spending money, but then you have to look at it as well as, yeah, they're spending money, they got to have the best monsters, but they also spend forever in giants, dragons, and necropolis farming those runes. Because without runes, you your monsters are basically just decorations. Because when you look at it, a Bernard without runes will never ever outspeed anybody unless they're really poorly runed. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Hope you guys found some insight into what I was saying. And if you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And as always, it's Velstra, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.